Mike, you were targeted by a particular journalist a few years back, Danya Hajjaji, 3 weeks
Yeah,
after her.
yeah, she got another dating coach to commit suicide. This journal is pretty
Yeah,
fucked
yeah,
up.
I was going to say that. And 3 weeks after her Newsweek article was published, her hit piece on Tom Torero was published. And he was dead just weeks after that, just before the end of the year. Yours was October, his was
Yeah,
November, and he was dead in December. What are your thoughts on the Tom Torero thing, and how did you deal with the hit piece you were also subjected to?
I don't give a fuck, man. My life is good. I'm very like I love myself. I would never kill myself in case I'm found dead. But yeah, man, a lot
Uh,
of these journalists, you already know, like, dude, Newsweek, it's all fake news. At the end of the day, they're trying to drive clicks and they literally follow a template. I'm sure they hired some assistant just like, let's take all Mike's 300 videos out of context, put it together, write a mashup, So I mean, I have a program called Immersion where people live in my house, right? For my own safety and for the safety of the clients, the girls, I gotta have security cameras like in my room. There's like public areas. I have one in the kitchen, one in the living room, one in and I can't always control what guys are doing in my house when I'm not there. Sometimes they meet a girl and things escalate while they're playing on the PlayStation. This shit happens in front of the living room, right? So theoretically, things get caught on camera. It's not that I'm recording any of these on purpose. It's just like I have security cams in my house and things get recorded for everybody's safety. And so that was like, basically the article was saying that, oh, like I'm making sex videos and I'm selling sex. I'm like, nah, dude, I'm selling coaching. A lot of my guys have gotten girlfriends, have gotten married. I've been invited to weddings. That's not what I sell. I'm not an Asian porn star. Sorry. Like, that's not what I'm here for. But yeah, so at the end of the day, I think you know, maybe my marketing could have been a little bit more family friendly. But I keep it real. I mean, at the end of the day, nothing really happened to me. Just it's almost good. Like nobody cares who Asian people date. Like it's the best thing ever. You know what I mean? Like I like being low key. It's like it doesn't matter if I'm dating white girls or Latinas. Like just people don't like that news article got like 3 likes. And it was like a nationally published. So but yeah, I think as dating coaches, maybe don't put as many infield content, don't show as many like students pulling and things like that, clean it up. But I think we're all kind of like OG coaches. We actually have like footage of us and students going out. I don't like the way the current trend in dating is going, which is like short form content of just angry podcasters yelling at OnlyFans girls. I think it's taken a downgrade from, what dating was like a decade ago. So
Oh yeah,
I don't
for
know.
sure.
Any other questions for that?
Um,
Fortunate,
I
right?
have I have like few things about Tom Torero. If I made a video about Tom Torero and he did died, and it's a sad thing.
Mhm.
But I am following these London guys, London dating LDM model and everything from 2010, 11 time. I know these guys. So the Tom Torero case is very, very unique, very different. I can explain in a short. So there was the time when they were going to second world countries, and it was like, British guy is going to some easy country, getting lays, and everything was good. And as the time changes, 2013, 14, it was good time, golden era. By 16, 17 around, what happened, it started to that like you being British in like second world countries like Poland or like Latvia and all these places, it is getting tougher and tougher. And with the Tom, he has put all his cards in day game. Me and my some other friends were talking about, we said like he's not doing any looks maxing. He's just completely dedicating his all life in day game. Like when you're putting all your cards and you start to see that the results are slowing down and you're not able to use that British card that much now, because it is now everything is on the internet and things are getting globalized. So that was a parallel factor going in his life. And by the time in 2018, 19, it was because that's why he started, if you remember, he started this going out with his van. And for example, he is going out in some German city or in Switzerland, parking van somewhere near to the logistically, it is very easy, approach the girl and taking the girl in the van, have this adventure. Why? Because it was already started to get tougher for him to get laid. So he made this kind of logistically, it will be, it make the things easier. And then like it became tougher and tougher. By the time this article came out, his all the stuff was actually offline. He was not online actually. His channel was completely private. So then the stuff came out. So I think the one of the reason was that he was also depressed because he was not getting laid in the end of his time. Maybe
I think
that
I think it's
uh,
probably I think people are depressed not because they're not getting laid. I think it's just he probably had like other issues like
it
depression.
can be other issue. It can be other issue, but he put, imagine you put all your focus in the day game. Even
Yeah,
for me, for example, I'm very much like into day game, but I take care of other things also in my
yeah.
life.
But I think ICE's main argument is more about like journalists attacking dating coaches.
So
I think
that part play a role. Definitely that part play a role. But that is if a guy is getting late, then that the Tom Terror is not going to. If somebody's if somebody's guy is getting late a lot, and some journalist is writing something for someone,
of course, yeah,
nobody
it's pretty
cares.
fucked. Like getting a hit piece on you when you know the truth and it's not accurate and it's taken out of context. Of course, it's gonna fuck with you. Like Hicks is somebody with a lot of, I mean, I'm doing very well in life. Like I can just disappear, I can go where the fuck I want. So
Yeah,
I'm
but he was,
very emotional. But yeah, for any regular
but
person, getting a hit piece is like very
but
different.
he was out of the dating system. He was not teaching. He was already having a ski instructor
But
job in
they don't, yeah.
Switzerland.
These journalists don't care. They're not here writing truths. They're trying to get views. I mean, Newsweek gets paid from advertising. So at the end of the day, it's just like it's not about. Yeah,
You know,
I think a
let me
lot of
just
journalists are
wrap
scums.
this wrap this little question up. So the funny thing is, actually, Justin and me also had some bad media coverage.
Yeah,
Mine was a few months before yours. It wasn't Newsweek or anything.
yeah,
But my face was in a two-page giant newspaper thing. It took up a fucking quarter of it. They didn't even get my fucking name right. So, when you
yeah.
read something about you, well, they didn't even get my fucking name right. So, what else is bullshit? Turns out basically most of it. The funny thing is they made this like a report, and they took a screenshot of some guy saying nice things about Asian women, funny enough, and they were calling him a racist, but the guy who said it was Asian. No, you're the
Yeah.
fucking racist for saying an Asian is racist for saying nice things about Asian. What the fuck? It makes no sense. But anyway,
And it feels like a personal attack, but at the end of the day, we're just part of a narrative, right? We're just part of a mainstream narrative where I just got caught in the path. And ultimately, it probably didn't even matter who they picked as the article. And, I think BBC and Newsweek, all the London people, they just have a vendetta against guys that are talking to people during the day. So, yeah, I don't even think any of this was personal to me or Tom. It was just like we happen to fit a narrative and they went with it.